Yesterday, we confirmed we are dealing with the infectious Delta variant and that it came from Australia via the New South Wales outbreak. I can now report from the whole genome sequence analysis that our current positive cases are a close match to a recent returnee from Sydney who arrived on a managed red zone flight on August 7th. Had a day 1 test on the 8th, returning a positive result on the 9th. They were transferred from the Crown Plaza to the Jet Park quarantine facility that same day. This person subsequently became unwell and was moved to Middlemore Hospital on the 16th of August. What this information tells us is that our cases are most likely to have come from the traveller. This is a significant development. It means now we can be fairly certain how and when the virus entered the country, and that based on timelines, there are minimal, possibly only 1 or maybe 2 missing links between this returnee and cases in our current outbreak. And the period in which cases were in the community is relatively short. There is still a chance that additional information could emerge to change this conclusion, so we do need to remain open to other possibilities. That means you will see our public health unit continue to be very cautious around possible places of interest, and you will have seen that in some of those locations of interest to date. However, the balance of evidence now gives us enough confidence to focus our search for that missing link. Our primary lines of investigation are staff at the Crown Plaza Managed Isolation Facility where the returnee was originally based, staff at the Jet Park Quarantine Facility, and other MIQ and border staff involved in their arrival and transport from the airport and between managed isolation facilities. Middlemore Hospital is not a line of investigation at this stage, as the individual was only moved there on the 16th, 1 day before lockdown and days after symptom onset in a number of our other cases. So let's break down the possible points where contact with this traveller may have occurred. On the 9th of August, when the case returned a positive result, our public health unit kicked into gear, contacted Auckland Airport and Customs, who went through all the footage to determine any contact that positive case may have had with staff. This is our usual practice when we have a positive case in a facility. 3 areas of interest were identified. Customs confirmed with me again today that these have all been investigated and staff tested. Nothing has eventuated from this line of inquiry to date. Let's then turn to our facilities. There were 208 staff who worked at the Crown Plaza while the individual in question was there. Of those, as of today, only 1 of those 208 staff is now overdue for testing, and only by less than 48 hours. For the Jet Park, there were 200 staff working across the site from the 9th to the 16th of August. As of today, 2 are overdue tests, but again, by less than 48 hours as of today. All staff across both sites who have not been tested in the last 48 hours are now being retested. In terms of vaccinations, across both sites, 407 people were compliant with the vaccination order that we have in place. That order requires all existing staff to be fully vaccinated. If a new staff member comes on board, they must have their first dose and complete their second dose within a 35-day window. Only 4 had 1 dose and were not yet due for their second. 1 person had gone longer than 35 days, and that person has been told they cannot enter the facility until they comply with the order. All remaining were fully vaccinated. As you can see, the compliance generally across these sites has been really high, but we will continue our search in a thorough way across both sites, as you would expect.